It's Macufe, it's 2013, and what you just did, besides, you know, your usual, you've been re-excited us for stuff that we don't even know. You've added some elements, you know, you've modernized it, you know. And how has your experience been this year, being back at Macufe? And what's going on at the moment with you guys?
We're very excited that we are called for the second time, more especially for the hunters, you know, not the golden hour, you know.
Yeah.
The golden hour. We're here because we are brought by the guys, you know, for the second time to Macufe.
Yeah.
And we're very excited because this is a very, very huge event in Bloemfontein, you know, and every artist wants to be on the lineup. So if you are on the lineup, you become so excited that, wow, they chose us to be on the lineup of Macufe's, you know, annual event. So we're very excited that, you know, we are part of Macufe's annual event, you know, which is one of the biggest in the country.
And you know, you've done more than what is normally given. You've given us fireworks, given us different types of dancing. I see that there's an evolution. Tell us about that change and how you've like stepped it into this new phase, you know, in terms of what you're bringing to us music-wise and performance-wise and dance-wise. Yeah.
We would say we like to thank the Amstel Golden Hour because they gave us an opportunity to say, what would you guys like to do? You know, how would you like to enhance your performance? And they gave us an opportunity to sit down and say, okay, we would like to have visuals, we'd like to have videos of Mafikizolo playing at the back. We would like to have, you know, costumes that are different. We want to be painted differently. We want to, you know, but you know, we had a great time. We enjoyed ourselves, even though there were, you know, some mishaps there and there. With time, you know, this year, you know, people performed late. They didn't perform in their annual, you know, times that we're supposed to perform at, and we had to cut our set, you know, and which doesn't make any artist happy, you know, if you had to cut your set and rush your performance and cut some of the songs, you know. So I hope those are other elements that, you know, the organizers of Macufe could work on, you know, making sure that people come on time and the artists stick to their normal time as far as performances are concerned. If you do have international artists, rather put them early, very, very early to do their sound check. You know, they mustn't be late for sound check because, you know, maybe they could take an hour or so, which will delay the rest of the performances. So they must be very, very tough and strict to artists, every artist to, you know, be on time as far as rehearsals are concerned or any sound check is concerned, and so that it doesn't mess up everything. It's such a wonderful event, but then it becomes frustrating when things doesn't go well, you know, because then we've put efforts, we put hours and hours, you know, rehearsing for the golden hour, only to find out then later, then, you know, we had to wait for so long, and, you know, we had to cut our set, and which just really doesn't make any artist very happy.
And you know what, you're actually bringing something very sensitive into the heart of the matter. The heart of the matter is that we are in the Free State, you know. Yes, we should be not having borders, but inside the borders of the Free State, there are artists that feel they are left out of their own festival, you know. So how do you feel as a larger artist that is outside, that is doing well, when you have to come in, you know, and you notice that actually the artists inside here, they've, you know, maybe feel a bit left out, you know? How should the balance be? Like you're saying earlier, the international artist should be first, you know, the national, the local. You know, what would you recommend for Macufe in that regard?
I would say this. It has always been, you know, a problem of not only the organizers for Macufe, but it has always been that situation when you have international artists, you know, coming, you know, to perform, whether in Joburg or performing in the Free State or anywhere. The preference is not the same, you know. Then, you know, we would have that challenge that, you know, we treated differently than international artists, and it doesn't make any local artists very happy. But I'm just hoping that, you know, in the future we will be able to get a balance, you know, because I think we are as important as, you know, the international artists are, you know. I think we don't want to see ourselves as, you know, artists who are curtain raising, you know, for international artists. I think even though a lot of fans are here to see international artists, but they are also here to see their local artists that they love very much, you know. So we should try to strike a balance, you know, to treat, you know, every artist the same. Yes, we're not on the same level. That we know. That we know. We are not on the same level. But at least, you know, try to, as far as performances is concerned, try to, you know, have a little balance there and there, you know, so that the show could run smooth. It's not about any other thing. So that the show could run smooth, for the production to run smooth. Tomorrow, we don't want people to complain and say like, the show was late, they kept us there, we waited for a long time, it was cold, and or this particular artist performed around 4 and 5. We had to wait, and we were bored, and we had to leave. Some artists wanted to stay to see the performance, but because it's too late, they feel like they've been here around 1 o'clock, so they feel like, we've seen Mafikizolo, we can go, you know? Even though they want to see some international artists, it's not nice. And even, you know, it's not also nice for the international artists to perform for about 300 or 500 or 600 artists, fans left, whereas there were like thousands of artists before, but now because it's late, then they can only perform for, you know, 500, but they're international artists, you know. It is always important that time management is important at these big festivals.
Yeah, you know, as a golden note, you know, in the in the green, gold, and black, and in the culture of, you know, the Free State, what is the most favorite thing you love about coming to Bloemfontein?
Before I could say anything, I love Macufe. We love Macufe.
Oh yeah.
Everybody say comes to Macufe, like Joburg, Durban, East London. We all drive here. I think it's good for the province. It's good for tourism in the province. It's a very, very wonderful concept, you know, annual event. You know, when you walk around, you see everybody with their cooler bags. You know, when you go to the malls are packed, they are full. The garages, you know, they are full. It's good for business, you know. So it's good for the province, you know. I would say that's one thing that that you know, the province has done so well. You know, starting from the first day, the second day. You know, yesterday it was Divas. Today, you know, tomorrow is the big one. You know, Sele and Kaiser Chiefs, you know, people are still going there, and another one, the rugby, you know, so it's very important, you know. So the way they structured is it's not about music, you know, it's about music and sport, and those are powerful, you know, I would say events, you know, that people can put together. Sports and music always has a way of bringing people together.
Thank you, Theo.
Hope the poetry will come in there.
Absolutely. No.
Are they giving poetry a chance?
It was amazing this year.
It was amazing.
It was really, really good,
We must incorporate it in big shows as well. When you say Divas, we must have, next year's Divas, we must have poetry there.
Thank you so much, Theo.
Macufe, I hope you're listening. You must have a little bit of poetry there in Divas there. You must incorporate it. Don't put it around a small corner there. Just put it there and incorporate it with Divas. You know, these are sisters in poetry. Give them a chance. You know, let's get poetry going there. Super.
Thank you so much.